Welcome back, IP3. I hope that you are all doing great, staying home, and staying safe. So today, obviously I hope that you are doing your homework, okay? So please make sure you are doing your homework. All right, so let's get started for today. Today, we are talking about Microsoft Word and diagrams and charts. This is our lesson number 12, and let's get right into it. So first, we are talking about column and bar chart, which was the most common for showing data. You can use them to quickly compare data for different categories. It's effective when you have data that have many categories. For example, these are some examples, all right? Once you have selected the chart, this will open in Excel for you. In here, you have to type in your data. So when you select the table, this is what you will get. This is where you have to type in all your data and categories. So for column A, you can type in the names and categories. For row number 1, you can type in the details and the use for each color. But this can be different for different types of charts, right? And the numbers will be the data that vary in the chart. Line charts. So what does the line chart do? View trends in data, usually over time. You can see change over a timeline. Okay, so this is the change over timeline. Pie charts are a powerful tool for adding detail to other visualizations. Can be helpful to show more detail. Good to support other charts. Okay, so now we want to practice how to actually make it, okay? So for this, we have to go open our Word file. So we want to make different charts using this information that we have. Okay, so before we start using the Microsoft Word, let's learn how to read the table if you don't know yet, okay? So first, you can read the categories. We can see Asia and Europe. We can see the year. And then under the year, we can see 1990 to 2020. And then we can see under Asia, we have Thailand's population, Malaysia's population, Vietnam's population. And under Europe, we can see Germany's population, France's population, and Switzerland's population. Okay, so what we can see here is all the populations over time for each country and 2 different continents. So Asia and Europe is each 1 continent. Okay, so let's open our Microsoft Word. We just open a blank page. And let me copy the information in here so it's easier to read. Okay, So here we have our table, and now let's start with our charts. First, let's make a column and bar chart. So do you remember what we have to do for creating such a thing? What we have to do is come to insert. Can you remember? Come to insert. What do we do next? I don't remember. What do we do next? We go to charts, we go to column, and we select it. So as I told you, once you select it, you will get this. And maybe I will make this smaller so we can see both. Okay, so we can see both right now. This is what, after I select the column chart, this is what I get in Excel. It opens automatically. So let's practice. So let's try to write down in here. So let's write Thailand's population. Okay. Next one is Malaysia population. And then we have Vietnam. And we have Germany. So you see what happened here is we are missing some spots. So we just extend this to have more space. Next, we go to France. And next we have Switzerland. Okay, so make sure that when you type in, you double click on it. So you type inside. And we have Switzerland next, and select again, type inside. And now we have too much, so we just make it smaller. So the blue line, you can show you what it is. Now, let's put in the population. So the years first, all right? So you can see now we have Thailand, we have Malaysia, and so on, okay? But now we have one problem, that it's separated. So each country has its own years in here. So it's comparing by year inside one category. So it depends how you want your bar, your chart, bar chart, okay? Either you do it like this. I will show it both ways. So next we have the years, 1990, 1995. Okay, so a quick tip, you can see here that, let me make my picture smaller. So you can see here that by, hold on, let me delete this and make this extend a bit. So I'll give you a trick. What you can do is you select the first three that you have written, and it should work if you just copy it like this. So it will go every 5 years. It will go every 5 years for your years. But we don't need those. We just need it till 2020. So we just cut that extra part and delete that. So what I did was, maybe I'll do it one more time for you. So you can see, I'll just select the first 3 that I have written every 5 years and just go here. So I can, on the little square, and I just drag it until where I want. So 2020. And delete the extra parts, just like this. That's all I did. Next, we have the years. So what I can do is copy for Thailand. Next is Malaysia. Next is Vietnam, Germany, France, and Switzerland. Okay, so we got the first column, 1990. So we have to do the same thing for each part. Malaysia, Malaysia is next, 2020. 20 million, sorry. Next is Vietnam, Germany, France, and Switzerland. Okay, so that's how it works. Maybe I'll do some more for you. For year 2000. That's how you do. Just take your data and paste it inside. That's how it works. Two 2005. Okay, so I'll cut the extra part because it will take a long time if I want to do till 2020, but you can continue the rest, but I'll just show you till 2005. So now you can see I have showed you each type, so you can read the bar. So the blue color stands for 1990 and the orange stands for 1995. The gray stands for 2000. The yellow stands for 2005, right? Next, we have the each category, which is Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, Germany, France, and Switzerland. We can compare the population in each country and together. Or if you want, you can do it different way. Okay, this was our first graph. Let's make another one. Let's go to our insert. We go to insert, chart, column. Let's make the same. And make it smaller. So once we make it smaller, So once we make it smaller and we come back to our information, this time let's copy the whole table and look how it looks if we paste it in here. And we just match destination, and let's take a look on how it actually looks. So this is if we do it just like this. This is another way which looks different, but it's the same data. Here, the first chart, we are comparing each country's population by country. We are comparing by country. Here, we are comparing the same, but this one is by the year. So 2020 only for all the countries, not separate. So the other one is this country is separated country by country. This one is all together. So in my opinion, it depends what you want to compare. In my opinion, if you have all this data, it's good to have this one if you want to compare the difference of population over the year in each country, comparing each country together. So here in 2020, we can compare Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, Germany, France, and Switzerland all in one. But here is country by country. The population is only Thailand, Malaysia. We can still compare, but if we want to compare the year, this would be a better option. Okay, next we will try another one. Let's try a pie chart this time. The same, we go to insert, charts. Let's go for the line first. We just select line. We get this page opened. And once we have it opened like this, let me make it a bit smaller. Now, let's paste it inside, match the destination, and we can see each, if we just paste it just like that, we can see each line, what it stands for. So Thailand is here, 2020. So, okay. The thing is, in this chart, we are going from 20 to here, right? So what we have to do is change this up a bit real quick. Hold on. We go here. Okay, perfect. Okay, so doing this makes you see from 1990 to 2020 over time, we can see the line, how it moved. So Thailand is the the light blue one, or sorry, the dark blue one is Thailand. We can see 1990, it was here, and it's going up to 2020, the population is rising. So we can also see the biggest jump would be Malaysia and Vietnam, especially Vietnam with the highest population, which jumped from 67 million suddenly to 97 million. So Vietnam had the boost of population. So it went up very fast, very high, and which sometimes is not a good thing. Thailand also had a jump, but not as much as Vietnam. But Switzerland, you can see it's almost a straight line. So they did not have too much change. Okay. So what I did is I changed from 2020 up there to 1990 down here. I changed it to be from small to big so we can see it over time from 1990 to 2020. Okay. And next we have a pie chart. When we do the pie chart, we can try to do the same thing, just paste our information in and see what we get. So once we paste our information inside, this is what we get. But the information we put, it should be only about one country. So it would be better. So for example, here, it's only talking about Thailand. As I told you, Thailand is, as I told you, it's good. These pie charts are good for helping. So you can help country by country. You can help the other graphs that you have made. You can show and make a pie graph for each country's population. It would be very hard to combine the whole thing. So it's better to do it one by one. So this was a rough and basic introduction for you to understand the graphs. And I hope you have learned how to start making a graph just as a basic one. So I'll just save this for you and we will continue talking about this a bit more next time. So your homework is use the same table and make charts as we did today. Try to make column chart, pie chart, line chart using the information and the data from the previous slide. You can follow step by step from the video if you need to. Date of submission is Thursday and 23rd September. All right, thank you. That's all for today. I hope you stay safe, stay home, and take care of yourself. See you next week. Bye-bye.